Welcome to the first episode of Sentences That Sell, a retrospective look on the sales process, your go-to podcast on modern day selling and how to navigate the complex, ever-changing business environment we're all in. My name's Peter Sinadinas, Sino for short, and I look forward to spending some time with you on the topic. Today I wanted to introduce you to approaching customers in the right way, but before I do that, I just want to tell you what the motivation was to do these podcasts. Go back to February 1987. I was fresh out of university, completed a degree in arts, communication major, studying a lot in history, journalism, script writing and fiction writing. I really didn't have much success as a cadet reporter at the time. So the advice my brother gave me was get a job. Doesn't matter where you start. It's more important where you finish. And really earn some money, then travel the world, get some life experiences and write the great Australian novel that I wanted to write. So I took his advice and I went to the local brashes store in my neighbourhood and they gave them my CV, which was only really one page, and they offered me a job. My manager at the time was this really great bloke called Richard Ashley. He's very patient but a very, very good leader. He was a great business professional and they literally threw me into the business. I survived the sales floor till about June 1987 before I had an epiphany after attending a sales seminar that Brushes used to hold regularly across all their stores in the country. I think at the time they might have had about 75. It's a great Australian business, third generation family ownership. It was great. Anyway, they came to our store and I met this unbelievable sales trainer by the name of David Panther. Anybody that's worked at Brushes would know about David Panther. He was crazy. You spent 2 days with this guy and he literally pantherized you on sales techniques and improving your sales performance generally. And I have to say, for me, it was a game changer. It was like they put aviation fuel into a petrol tank. I flew, my sales got better, and over time I earned more money and my life started to change for the better. In fact, because of that early exposure to those different sales techniques, I really flew on the sales floor. One thing remained from that time till today, till today's podcast really, is this small book that David Panther left with everybody called Sentences That Sell. And I've got to say, if you look on a few Facebook pages that Brushes have set up, this little book is unbelievable. It's ageless. If you're an old Brushes employee, you'll know what I mean when I say this small book sat in your pocket and was the best review tool you could probably have as a salesperson. I still have mine. And in the back of it were 3 pages for notes, right? So there's these 3 pages at the back of this little book for notes. On the first page I wrote, people buy people, then they buy product. That was the first thing David Panther would say to you in one of his sales meetings. And that comment really stuck with me. That became my sort of go-to in the future when I talk to a lot of people about how they should approach the relationship of selling and the psychology of selling. On the second page I wrote, this championship creed that David Panther talked to the group about, and he would often get you to stand up and put your hand on your chest and recite this champion's creed, but really it was a creed about confidence and positive affirmations. And on the third page, funnily enough, were a couple of goals that I wanted to achieve at the time. In fact, there were 6 goals that I wrote down. And after 13 years with Brushes, I achieved all of them. And in fact, Brushes gave me a great opportunity to really grow professionally and personally. So in honour of Brushes and the Brush family, and especially David Panther, he may have passed away, he may still be kicking around. If he is, he's probably about 101. I thought I'd share the book with you in these podcasts, look at each chapter, and then I'll be doing my retrospective look on that particular area of the sales book itself. Now, with online and AI and a host of other technical capabilities out there that really denote the 4th industrial revolution, or I should say the technical revolution that's going on, I still think these face-to-face skills can help you in dealing with colleagues, other executives, professionals, and people you work with generally, because in reality, you're always on stage selling. You're always negotiating, and you're always trying to close a deal out, to be honest. It's in one shape or another. So really, I think is just a great way to have a good look at selling and all these concepts of selling that David Panther and Brashes invested a whole lot of money into so many years ago. There are people older than me still kicking around that were spent just as much time at Brashes as I did. And this isn't about a when we and the good old days and stuff like that. It's really a serious look at how one little book back then has really stood the test of time. So, I'm going to see you next time, or speak to you next time, and don't forget to reflect on today's introduction, where we're going to look at sentences that sell for commission salespeople. In the next podcast, I want to talk to you about approaching customers in the right way, and let's see where that takes us over a few episodes. Bye for now.